Okay, so now before I start this video out, this is my first video ever recording something like this. It's not professional by all means, so if you want a step-by-step thing, it's not going to be that good. This is future me saying this. I'm just giving you guys a fair warning. But right now, to give you some lore, this is a 1991 FZR 600. It's a super iconic, legendary sports bike for its lightweight, high horsepower, vroom. Now, this bike was bought fresh off the lot by a friend of mine and my boss. He looks like this. And I know you might think he also looks like this, but they're two different people. This guy's really cool. And he bought this bike in 1991, fresh off the lot for racing. Now, he has participated in a lot of races. He was trying to find some more trophies to show me. Here are a couple of them. He's a baller. And I spent a lot of time trying to get him to sell me this bike, and he finally did. So that's what you guys are here for. Let's get into it. At 91 horsepower, we have the 1991 FZR 600. I bought another motorcycle. Now, I know you all are like, another bike. We didn't even know you had one. We didn't know you were alive. A handful of you from this channel would probably be like, wow, where the hell have you been? We thought you were dead. I'm very much alive and thriving. I feel great. With that being said, enough yapping. You guys are here for this. Without further ado, we'll start ripping this bad girl apart, and we'll get those carbs off, get that fuel pump clean, get the coolant lines drained. It does have a new chain, and the oil was changed last year when he tried to get it running. So we are going to be skipping that, but I will show you where that is. So to access our fuel pump, our carburetors and everything, it's all under here, which is our gas tank and our air box. So you'll use a little key back here. Mine's broken, so I'm just gonna use a screwdriver. I'm so smart. Next thing we're gonna do is try and take off this cover, I assume. I don't know if we have to unscrew all of these rivets or just open this. So a bolt here, and then up top, a bolt here and a bolt here. Now you'll realize your gas tank still won't want to come out. So that's because you have to take these two off. The rest of them are fake. They're made to look nice. So this one and this one. Just like that. Assuming it's a 10 millimeter, yeah. So go ahead, take off our little mounting bracket right here to hold our gas can on. Go fast, so let's check out this air filter. Look at that. Mount up here, so the mount and that, just like that. The mount I was talking about is right here, and it's connected right up there. Now I believe these are Mikuni carburetors, so I'm pretty familiar with them.
You lying? Yeah. I like you, man. You lie a lot.
It is a 10. So, disconnecting everything is always the easy part. All right, so with that out, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect this line right here. Well, I just pulled this one out. Up here, it just goes right here. There's process of elimination right now. This line we're gonna take out. There we go. Maybe we'll disconnect it right here. Ouch. So, this is where it starts. With our gas tank disconnected, we're gonna go ahead and set this outside This is also very weird to me because, you know, every bike I've had, I don't want to keep showing you that one, but that's the BMW bike we're going to be working on. It looks nice right now because I cleaned it and then I stopped because I was like, I can make a video out of this. Anyways, enough about that thing. Most of my bikes, the carbs are not like that. They're like, if you look at it, this is how they go on the bike, okay? Intake side. These ones are straight down, which I think is crazy, but I absolutely hate having all this dirty shit on my hands just because when I go to work and it's still on my hands, I can get in trouble for one. Two, no matter how hard I scrub, this stuff stays on my hands for God knows how long. Slapping on some protection right now. So the intake boots are 7/64. So I just used one of these and I put them in there and I broke them loose. You can see that each of these boots has a little metal bracket on it. And we got to take them off to pull these carbs out, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah, brother. And around. Bingo. All right, now which one is this? This is, okay, this is far one. Sweet victory. Hey. Force, baby. Bingo. All right, and choke. Now here is these carbs versus, you know, my 550 carbs. You can see the difference in size. Like just in the intakes themselves. So it's 530 seconds. Go ahead and move this dingly out of here. Move this dingly out of here. All broken loose. Not too bad. Afraid I was gonna have to replace those from it sitting over time. That gas will eat away at all this, but it's not bad. Okay, so this is our main jet. So a lot of the times when a bike is running bad, it's because your pilot jet or your main jet is clogged. Now, as you can see through this one pretty well. I mean, I can see a little bit of gunk in there, so we're gonna go ahead and clean it out. But this is your main jet. In here, this one's pretty clean as well. Well, there's a lot of times where your bike will leak fuel. And it's because of this O-ring right here. Now this connects each carburetor together. It allows fuel to flow from that one to this one to that one. And a lot of the times, if your carbs are leaking fuel, it'll be from this right here. These little O-rings will crack and get corroded and break. Gaskets look pretty good on this one as well. I'm sure he replaced them and cleaned these carbs a while back, but a little, I mean, you can see through it, but. Now, if you're wondering what I'm using to clean my carbs, it's just these small kits that I got on Amazon for like 20 bucks for all this stuff, these cleaners, tools, everything. Now I just take the gauge, and it says on here, but I just guess, you know, if it fits, if it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I just go through here and I poke them through and I clean them out. Now, I was actually blessed enough that he gave me the service manual, which is insane because the book itself is worth a decent amount of money. 3/8 to 4.8 millimeters, or 0.15 to 0.19 inches. So ours is in inches. So now with all of our float height levels set, you can see they're all pretty much in line with each other. Literally all you have to do is you find the spec, you put this onto it. They're all the same. So when we take up the top half and look at our needle, basically all we're looking for is any holes or tears in these rubber boots. Now, when something like that happens, it will also throw your bike off. So these look pretty clean, pretty nice. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and spray some. Now with our carbs pretty much done and clean, you know, do it nice or do it twice. I got them all cleaned up pretty nice. Seems like they're all level. I thought they weren't. I thought this one was different, but they're all pretty level with each other. He said there was no coolant in the bike, so I am a little curious. I think this is the reservoir. So I just ran to O'Reilly's and Fleet Farm. I grabbed some more brake cleaner. I grabbed some oil, and some coolant. We're gonna go ahead and flush the coolant out of this bike, drain it all, flush the lines. So this hose right here, there's a little screw right here. I'm gonna take it off and just drain everything out of it, whatever's left in it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, me too. Oh no, there's a hole in it. Oh no. I did not see that. We're gonna try and put our carbs back in now. Take a look at these intake boots. A couple of them are fine, no cracks or nothing, but one of them, this one here, does have a crack in it, which is gonna allow more air to be sucked in. So I'm gonna throw some gasket sealer on that for now. I do have new intake boots on the way. Same with right there, you can see a little crack. I do have more intake boots on the way. It's just gonna be another week or so until they come here. Now with everything back together, we're gonna bring the gas tank in and clean up that fuel filter and stuff because I don't have another one. We're also gonna clean the fuel pump. Here's our assembly. Here's our pump, our filter, and our petcock. Sometimes these will get dirty, and when you turn them, it won't allow fuel to flow. So we're gonna go ahead and take our hoses off, this off, this off, and that off. That's all right. Holy cow. All right. Dude, look at my screwdriver. What the hell? Now with everything cleaned out, cleaned off, it's clean. We'll go ahead and put it back on the bike. First and foremost, our red line is hooked back up to our fuel. And these freaking, whatever they're called, make the bike not vibrate. Okay. We're clearly gonna be picky. I can see this shit across the world. What is this? What way do I even attempt to do this? I'm watching a video. Ta-da! Brute force always wins. For stuff like this, of course. We're gonna put some fuel in here and see if it leaks. It's not the case. Dude, I hate these. Man, I hate these gas cans. Bro, it's not even open. Like, what? All right, we're gonna hook a jump pack up and put the key in it and see what happens. I just wanna see if the fuel pump kicks on. Shit. Yes, it is a motorcycle. A little bit nervous. Okay, we have power. We have fuel. We're gonna run it with the choke on for a second. Okay, that's too much gas. If I let go of the gas, gonna die. So, that is awesome. We leaking anything? Nope. I'm gonna run it with the choke up a tiny bit, just to see what we get here. Okay, idling with the choke up a bit, which means it needs a little more fuel, so we're gonna up the idle. Now after putting everything back to see if it runs, we have to take everything back apart. Just down to the, gotta take the carbs off so we can hook our sinking hoses up to it. I probably could have done it at first, but I didn't want to, just because I want to see if it ran. You know, had high hopes, and it ran. So we're gonna lift our gas tank out, take our airbags off, take our carbs back out, attach these hoses, and then put everything back and start it. With our gas tank removed the end, we're gonna go ahead and loosen up these screws. So if you look right here, there's screws right here. There's one here, there's one there, there's one up there, and then there's one more right here. You gotta take all 4 of these out. And then when they're out, you take these and you screw them into there. So we're gonna go ahead and do all that. Now with everything put on, plugged in, we're gonna go ahead and put our air box back on and our battery back in and try and start it. I'm just gonna have to kind of watch it. Now it's gonna be buns trying to adjust that, but we'll be able to get at it. So you can see our old air filter here is actually really dirty. I mean, I don't even know why I put it back in there, but you can't see any light through it at all. Super dirty and destroyed. Here's our new one versus our old one. So you can see these gauges. I think the battery's just so dead. These two are pretty good. These ones are a little off compared to the others. So we put the new battery in, got the carbs pretty much dialed with each other. Now with everything taken apart and off, we can go ahead and start putting all of our plastics on to bring her up, get her washed, and give her a little test run. So let's get our gas tank back on, seat, side fairings. Still don't have a speedometer for it. It's going to be another week or so, but I'll pay match it eventually. All right, it's finally not raining out. I just got a GoPro for the helmet, and I think we're going to give her first test drive. I'm actually really excited for this. I hope she starts good and runs good. I got that off eBay for like $42, I think. It was just 2 plugs and it plugged right in. I did end up stealing a throttle cable off of my black bike to fit it in there and put it up, but hopefully it works. I didn't pay too much for it, so. I did take the fairings back off because they're super dirty, so I'm actually pretty nervous. The fastest thing I rode was my black bike, and that was a 550, but it was never a sport bike. It was just a cruiser, cafe racer. I don't have any pants stuff yet, but some is better than none right now. I don't have a mic for my GoPro, so hopefully the wind ain't too bad. for you guys. I'm gonna go get a mic for the next video. So, gloves, helmet. Got a GoPro attached right up front here. Looks like we're looking right at the ground. Seems like we got everything kind of attached. I know it ain't perfect, but it'll hold for now. Let's go ahead and try and take this thing down the road. Go for a start up here. Let's see if the RPMs work. Oh, beautiful. Oh my gosh. RPMs work. All right. First gear. All right. Oh, all right.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Try again. Holy cow, all right. It seems to be loud. Well, it would definitely be nice to get that speedometer working. I don't know why it wasn't. The guy said it did. Now, granted, the throttle cable that I have in there is not the correct one. It was a little small, so maybe it's not grabbing, but holy cow, that thing is insane. It is unreal. Now, if you guys want me to drive the bike a little more, like I said, this video is just a starter video. We are at rock bottom, so we can only go up. You know, we can only improve. With that being said, if you guys did end up watching this and you enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe and like. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!